Police shut down parts of the plaza this morning because of a serious accident. You can see just how big that police response was. This happened at Wilann Drive just before 8 o'clock this morning. Right now, we know 2 people are in the hospital, potentially fighting for their lives. And WBTV's Ron Lee was there moments after emergency crews arrived, joining us live from the scene now.
So, Ron, do we know yet what happened?
Well, the cause of the accident right now is still under investigation, but just a very short time ago, this intersection behind me was littered with emergency crews, an intersection that neighbors are telling me they have been complaining about for years and years. Now, the first call for an emergency came out around 8 o'clock this morning. Traffic absolutely bottlenecked along the plaza at Lakedale Drive. Medics scrambling to get the injured to area hospitals. Right now, we're told 2 people were transported with very serious injuries. We're reaching out to get an update on their conditions right now. While this accident scene was cleared pretty quickly, the root problems remain long after. Neighbors telling me the plaza has turned into an absolute racetrack with a 35-mile-an-hour speed limit routinely shattered by cars traveling well over that. One woman I talked to said she was shocked by the accident, but certainly not surprised.
I mean, that's surprising because I think that's absolutely terrible and nobody wants that to happen. But it's not surprising in the fact that how terrible I see people driving in the morning down this road.
Now, Straub does tell me that she has been in contact